started somewhere 20 years ago when I opened my first development and construction company. So I'm doing it for 20 years. In the past 13 years, it's really focused over here in California. I own but don't operate a construction company over here locally. And then I also are part of showrooms that sells everything you need to build a house. So there's 3 locations across California. And then in some point also I opened an architectural firm. So I always provided my clients with a one-stop shop experience. So being a builder, being an architect, and also the interior designer and the supply chain. And in every given project, you keep seeing the same issues. So for example, number one issue is that you don't have room to run ducts in the attic because the engineers and the architect and the MEP guy did not communicate in making sure that the system will fit in the existing house, new house. Other scenario, which happened to me a handful of times, is you like running the sewer lines because you have beams that blocking you. And if you're probably thinking about it, you stop by many homes and your friends and you see a soffit and you're thinking, oh, that looks nice. In many cases, that soffit is there because there is a sewer line there because they didn't have any room in the ceiling and they had to come up with a solution. So being a builder that suffered something as the average in the industry, 30% is rework and reorder of materials. My goal was always, how can I reduce it down? So by becoming a fully integrated, I went down to 15%. And then how can I target that 15%? And out of the 15%, what can be actually targeted by creating a Spacial, where I came up with the idea, and what always going to stay. So the mistakes of the labor, the team will never change. That's about the 5% out of the 15 that got left. 10 is the collaboration and the creation of the permit set. That's how it started, somewhere in 2024.